So, parenting tip number 32 has to do with releasing guilt. It's from Mama's Gotta Let Go, and I just want to read a couple pages. And I invite you to learn my method of releasing guilt. It might not be for everyone, but this is what I learned being a parent of an 18-year-old and a 24-year-old. Do you feel extreme guilt over every harsh comment, threat, or action you choose? Because face it, every parent feels like a failure during those challenging times when you wonder, where the hell did I go wrong? We've all felt that, right? So I made a conscious effort, it wasn't easy, to listen, to be compassionate, and trust that this too shall pass. Every time I thought I failed to have the right words, I reminded myself that my role in my daughter's lives was not to solve their problems, but to instill confidence and show them that I believe they possess the strength to overcome any adversity. Will you believe that it's easy to have faith? No. Will you think the worst case scenario? Oftentimes, yes, because it's our default, right? A lot of times I think parents envision the worst case scenario. So I invite you to do the opposite. Just know that it's going to be okay. Parents experiencing this partial or full empty nest syndrome, especially kids who just recently left the nest, right? They need to visualize seeing their kids smiling, experiencing a healthy transition, enjoying new friendships, and gaining not only a college education, or if they're not pursuing college, but just living and adulting, that they will have an opportunity to be independent and also just be successful without being tied to the umbilical cord. How else can they pave their way, right, to future success if they're constantly feeling that they need your approval, they need your advice, and they cannot do it alone? Without trusting that our kids are self sufficient, your kids will constantly be seeking your approval and running to you whenever they have a problem. I've heard sad stories where young adults in their 20s run to their parents to, ask what to do if they're sick, what kind of cell phone plan they should get, should they take the job, what happens when they need to get a refund and they have to contact their credit card company or the company that they made a purchase that they were not satisfied with. These are real life experiences that sometimes they just might have to learn on their own. You can guide them, but don't hold their hand. As parents, if we do not let go of the need to hover over our kids, especially when they're in their late teens, right, just starting their adult life away from home, we will constantly worry about them, and our kids will feel totally incapable of being responsible for themselves. I notice the older my girls get, the more self reliant they become. I choose to see their independence as a sign that I did a great job being their mom. Do I still feel like I fail sometimes? Yes. Will your kids still run to you? Yes. But if you ask just self discovery questions, you self exploratory, so you do not tell them this is what you should do. You guide them. Well, what do you think you should do? What do you feel comfortable doing? What do you think will happen if you choose A versus, choice B? The most damaging thing I can do as a mom, in my eyes, is imagine my daughters giving up, putting too much emphasis on their tears, and feel guilty that my girls are suffering. I'm learning to change my perception from suffering to growing pains that will help them gain strength and lead them to feeling confident in evolving into independent women. If you choose to participate in a pity party, not only will you suffer, and I've been there, endless nights of insomnia, and your child will pick up on your anxiety and gradually lose self confidence, which is why I think during this new learning environment and the distance learning, we need to, even though we might not feel it, just practice having faith and letting our kids know that all of this will be temporary and it'll be okay no matter what. So, our job is to remind our kids that they will be fine. I'm not advocating a total hands off parenting approach. It's comforting for every child to know they have supportive parents but it's more important for them to learn to be resourceful and self reliant. So I'll close with this image. I used to visualize the crashing waves at the beach as a reminder of nature's beauty. Despite hurricanes, tornadoes, and other natural disasters, nature always bounces back, right? It's a lesson to us in perseverance and faith. Nature trusts in the universe's plan. It does not dwell on the destruction, but on the healing that takes place after each storm. So I invite you to just feel strong, remind yourself that be like Mother Nature and trust that you will bounce back, your children will bounce back, you will evolve, your children will evolve, become stronger, overcome adversity, and just witness amazing miracles that I am witnessing every day when things happen and I wonder, if they're going to be okay. I don't see tears as a symbol of weakness anymore, but I watch those tears with pride of a mama bird watching her baby bird flutter her wings with uncertainty. Visualize any struggles as the pathway to resiliency. And it goes on, but this is just a little sample of releasing guilt from Mama's Gotta Let Go. And that is tip number 32. I look forward to sharing tip number 33 tomorrow. Bye.